Good evening. It is 6:44, March 13th, 2019, and the meeting of the Urban Design Commission will now come to order. May we have a roll call?
Nicole Ream.
Here.
Jerry Winchester.
Here.
Edith McKee.
Here.
Carla Baxley.
Here.
Art Clark.
Here.
Let's see. Monica Sullivan, Melissa Morris, and Barbara Cash are excused. Thank you.
Thank you. And before beginning, I know this may not be a very long meeting, but I'd like to just go ahead and recognize and welcome our three new members. Edith McKee, Carla Baxley, and Art Clark. Thank you so much, and welcome to the Commission. Okay, moving on to the second item on the agenda, the minutes. We have a motion to approve the minutes from February 13th, 2019. It's moved by Commissioner Winchester and seconded by Commissioner McKee. Are there any objections to the minutes? Commissioner Winchester, I suppose it would be you and me. No objections?
No objections, no.
Okay, hearing none, the minutes are approved. Okay, moving on to special orders of business. Are there any disclosures? No disclosures. Okay, and then we have a second item under the special order of business, which is the annual election of officers. I recommend that we move to postpone this to the next meeting, but I would need a motion to support that. I have a motion from Commissioner Winchester and a second from Commissioner Clark. Commissioner Winchester, would you care to speak to that motion?
Yes, Madam Chair. I'd move that we move that due to being a short board tonight, and then we'll take that up at our next meeting when we maybe have all our members here.
Is there any objection to moving the election to the next meeting? Hearing none, we will move the elections to the next meeting. All right, we're moving on to the consent agenda. May we have a motion to approve the consent agenda? Looks like we have a motion to approve the consent agenda from Commissioner Clark and a second from Commissioner Baxley. Would anyone like to pull the item from the consent agenda for discussion or corrections? Okay, I believe that the consent agenda is approved. Okay, we're moving on to item G, the public hearings. And before I go through the 3-minute dissertation of the public hearing process, I'd like to ask if the petitioner would like to step forward. We do have a short board this evening, and I know you've accepted your one-time postponement, but would you like to postpone again?
Yes, we would.
Okay. My apologies. Could you please state your name and spell it for the record?
Jason Gamache, Jason, last name Gamache.
Thank you. And you are aware of the postponement fee for rescheduling?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate you coming this evening, and my apologies, so we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, that may have been an absolute record for the Urban Design Commission since I've been on board.
We don't want to have them just present it anyway. I'm just kidding.
Commissioner Winchester, did you have a comment? Okay, well, I
was going to say we could just do a mock presentation to get all the new people up to
Perhaps.
speed.
we
But
could
no.
adjourn the meeting and do that.
Yeah, and just do a little walkthrough of what would happen under a normal meeting. I think that would be really helpful since we have a few minutes, if you don't mind.
Through the chair, may I ask you to do a motion to postpone that case and vote on it?
Oh,
Yes, my apologies. We've kind of jumped the gun here. Can I get a motion to postpone case 2018-0102 to the next meeting. Oh, yep, looks like I have a motion from Commissioner Winchester and a second from Commissioner McKee. And Commissioner Winchester, can you please speak to your
Yes,
motion?
Madam Chair. We'd like to postpone case number 2018-0102 based on the request of the Mr. Jason Gamache, who represents the request.
Okay, thank you. Is there any opposition to that? I hope not, because he's gone. Thank you. Okay, moving on then. I do not have anything officially on my agenda other than, does anybody have any other comments? We can move on to the commissioner's comments. I know Commissioner Winchester just stated it might be a good idea to hold a mock meeting. We could do like a 15-minute meeting after we adjourn, sort of discuss how it would work.
Yeah.
Sound good? And maybe not use this case. Right. Okay. All right. So can I get a motion to adjourn? I have a motion from Commissioner Clark and a second from Commissioner Winchester. At 6:50, we are adjourned.